It is morning on Monday. It's EuroAsia Scrum. We have Sam, we have Zivko, we have Thomas, and also Jongmin and Yana. Welcome all. Greetings, everyone. Welcome Jongmin and Yana. It's your first stand-up. Let's go round and we'll do our thing. So for me, big thing is just a crazy day, sorting out a lot of code reviews today. We've still got some people off. Agile Ventures, yeah, I was reviewing local support pull requests on the train on the way, and I've got some feedback for Alexander, and I've got, I think, a new approach using repositories, which is from Eric Evans' domain-driven design, which I think might forge a connection between the RESTful framework for Rails and the service model, hexagonal Rails. But anyway, more of that at some other point. Let me think, what else is going on? Yeah. I think we probably need to catch up with Raoul for Website 1 meeting. Not sure if we really covered stuff on Friday. Yeah, Autograders meeting tomorrow, local support meeting on Thursday. That's about the size of it. Zivko, how are things going with you?
It's all good, Sam. I have a few questions, actually. Let me share my screen.
Right. Well, shall I just say, rather than leaping in with a series of questions that we might need to address, why don't you give me a summary of what's going on, and we'll address the questions at the end in order to move through the stand-up effectively.
Okay. Basically, I tried to render. I'm working on the people when they want to send an invitation to a user to be able to see the email.
In the local support project, yes.
In the local support project, and I'm using render, and I'm rendering what the email is, basically.
Okay.
The template.
Wonderful.
But because in the template we have a requirement that we're sending an invitation token to the people, and at the moment when I'm rendering it without specifying an individual, it is nil, and I have an error saying undefined method raw invitation token for the new class. So I was just thinking for suggestions how to go around to just show the email.
Yes, well, I think the simple answer there is if you're rendering it, you can pass local variables into the render, and so you basically need to treat it as if it's sort of like a test case, and so you just sort of put those in. I think we can relatively easily show you how to deal with that. Is that the only thing blocking you at the moment?
Yes, and I have a few suggestions, improvements on my side as well.
Okay.
But we can discuss that later.
Yes. Well, and the key thing is open tickets, and then we can, anything that we can open and put in a ticket and then draw people's attention to is a good way to go. Excellent. We'll maybe come back to that render thing. If was what I suggested there made sense, right? About how to use local variables. Excellent. All right, Thomas, how are things with you?
Hello everybody. I'm okay. I had a hectic weekend holding a workshop, but in Agile Ventures related things, I haven't done much, but we're talking about the 400 contacts project, and the plan is to get together a team of developers. And I know that Nikesh at Makers is involved in that, and Andreas here from Sweden, and hopefully. I'm just waiting, holding my grounds to see what they come up with before we try to make this, pull this project into Agile Ventures somehow. Because before hopefully there will be some sort of a semi-professional team that will be working with some applications, and hopefully once they get started, we can pull some volunteers from Agile Ventures into that. So that's pretty exciting. There are some hackathons coming up next weekend that we will all attend, and then some other meetups, and next week we'll know more about what's going on with that project.
Excellent. And the 400 contacts, that's for helping refugees kind of establish friendship networks in Europe.
Yes.
Excellent project. Wonderful. Good show. Great to hear. Yana, how are things going with you? Unfortunately, we've got no audio from Yana, so you might need to play with your microphone settings there. Let's just try Jongmin. Jongmin, how are things going with you? How are things going? And we can hear you. We can hear you just fine. How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, I wanted to try Agile Ventures.
Yeah, wonderful. Welcome. You're in exactly the right place. Good show. Yes. So, and have you? I guess have you looked at any other projects, or you have any existing thoughts about what you want to get involved in, or you're just like open to seeing what's suggested?
I haven't looked yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's not a problem. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out. I don't want to tell you things that you already know. Let's just check in with Jana to see if her audio is working. Yeah, unfortunately not. You can use the chat, the group chat on the side here, Jana, to sort of say hello. You know, I will maybe just assume that you're in a similar situation as Jongmin, that you haven't necessarily come in with particular, desire to do a particular thing. You're just like finding out what's going on. So I might serve both Jongmin and Jana with a little chat, sort of an overview of how to get started. Yes, I mean, I'd love to have a longer chat with you, Thomas, at some point. It's a bit crazy today. I'm hoping that we'll see you in a lot more stand-up in the near future. I'll be relatively free this afternoon. And Raoul has joined. Let's just check in. Hey, Raoul, how are you doing?
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, we were just what's a new pavilion? I'm just going to sort of give them a little getting started. But you just want to anything blocking you at the moment? Anything fun happening?
Not at all. You can go.
All right, good stuff. Okay, well, let me just for Jana and Jongmin and David is here. It's getting very busy in here, just like Piccadilly Circus. It's me. Yes. Good morning, David. How are you doing?
Well, I'm good, thank you.
Good to see you. Yes, we've just finished going around checking how everybody's doing. Anything fun to report? Anything blocking you? Struggles and successes?
Nothing more than I thought, to be honest. I'm carrying on going.
Okay, that's good to hear. Possibly pairing with Mo, and well, we want to get everybody set up. Pairing. David's working on the local support project. You might want to turn your camera off, David. I think he was on a kind of little thing. Yeah. So I'll just see if I can turn off David's camera for him. David, camera. Yeah, I would turn your camera off, David, if I were you, in order to
My phone camera. Okay,
there you go. Well done. Okay. All right. So, particularly with Jana and Jongmin in mind, let me take them through a sort of a little onboarding thing. What I'm hoping is that David and Zivko, David and or Zivko, may be available to sort of talk through some of these things as well. I think Jongmin and Jana are just sort of like exploring, Agile Ventures, how do we get involved? So we've got lots of different projects in Agile Ventures. I assume you will see my screen here, and so the more active ones tend to float to the top in this list of projects. Although for some reason, actually, some of the more active ones, there's one called Met Plus, which is quite active. For some reason, our algorithm's not pulling it up to the top. But that's so the main active projects at the moment are Met Plus, Website 1, Local Support, OSRA. So Website 1 is the actual Agile Ventures project itself. Local Support is this directory of charities in North West London that I'm the project manager of. OSRA is helping Syrian orphans, and Met Plus is where's it gone? Met Plus down here is that's helping people find jobs in Detroit. So there's a variety of different things going on. All of these projects have corresponding chat channels on Agile Ventures Slack, which you want to get in. So depending on which project you're interested in, like so for example, local support. This is the channel to get in here. I'll assume that Jongmin and Jana, if not in Slack, will be in there very soon. But so you can see like there's Met Plus. That's what's happening there. So you can kind of just sort of it's all open development. You can hang out. You can watch what's going on. There's no requirement to the level of involvement is entirely up to you. But yeah, so really the thing to do if you want to get involved is just speak to the project manager or just one of the developers from the existing project and ask how to get set up. And so Zivko and David have done this already for local support. If you're local support, you go to an individual project. Each project will have like a little overview. It will also have and then it will have basically some kind of tracker for the task. And, it'll have the code. And so what Zivko and David have been through already is going through the process of in the wiki here. We've got the installation on OS X, or David I think is on Ubuntu, but we've got the installation notes there to get set up with the code, and then there is a process of looking through the board to work out what you're working on, and try and sort of form a pair. Does that make any sense, Jongmin and Jana, approximately? Yeah, there's a nodding there. It's all good. Yes. Okay. I mean, now I know Zivko and David sort of know more what's going on. I mean, Raoul is the project manager for Website 1. Thomas also, talking about new projects. What I'm tempted to do, because I've got to set up a series of code reviews here from Makers Academy, is unless there's any specific questions from me, can I leave you guys to sort of chat and work out pair partners and things like that?
Yeah, well, I was dropping off myself, but
yeah, no. If you need to go, Thomas, not a problem. I'm particularly hoping that Zivko and so Zivko, are you free for some pairing today?
No, I quickly joined. I came to do the review today to see Haley, and I'm going out as well.
Okay, not a problem. What about yourself, David?
I am free this afternoon. I'm driving to Wales this morning, so pairing in the car probably less a good plan.
Not a good plan, no. But I don't know. Maybe if you have 5 minutes now, you could just help the pair of you, David and Zivko. You could just help Yana and Jongmin kind of like make sure that they're in the Slack channels. That they understand the pivotal tracker, the different bits and pieces, and just sort of talk to them about the experience. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. And I mean, Raoul, if you've got a moment to hang around and chat with the guys, that's great. Otherwise, I will leave you to get on with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye for now. Sorry, I'm a bit busy this morning. I'll have more time in the afternoon to stand up. Okay.
Bye.
So long. And Raoul,
Yes, Thomas.
you and I can set up a separate one and just talk about a few things. All right?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Zivko, have you had any chance to go through that workshop tutorial?
Not yet. I'm pretty much at step 2, and I haven't had a chance to go back to it. Sorry, Thomas. I'm planning to do it again this week at some point.
Okay.
And I will let you know. Sorry.
So we just finished the workshop this weekend, and let me just show you real quickly what the application looks like right now. So I'm just gonna share my screen here. Let me know if you see it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna wake up the application. It's hosted on Heroku. Yeah, so this is the application itself right now, and we can. I mean, I've been playing around with this for a while. So, each course that we list can have multiple delivery dates, right?
Yep.
And then, if I click on a delivery date, I can see the students that attended the course, and I can also view their certificate, and the certificates are hosted on AWS in the cloud. And if we click that, this is it's a dummy look, but so this is the PDF that we are actually generating, and we are using the Bitly shortening service to create links that allows people that have received that certificate from somebody as a part of their CV or something to validate whether this certificate is correct. So we are also rendering an image out of the PDF, and this is displayed as a JPEG. So this is an image rather than the PDF, and we also have very simple analytics. How many times this certificate has been viewed by anybody, by unique visitors, I think. And so if we were to modify any of this string, we are getting an invalid certificate view, basically. So this is it. That's the core of the application, basically. And so if you want to run through this, I'd be very happy for you to give me some feedback on that you already did with the Cucumber Sinatra step, but probably there are other situations where you run into some problems, and that would help us to improve the documentation and improve the workshop. So that would be great, actually.
Yeah, right? I'll have a look, and I will recommend it to the others as well, because we haven't covered Cucumber in much depth, and most of the feature tests, I guess, on the Agile Ventures are using Cucumber. So yeah. I'll share the link, the resources with them, and they can have a look as well. So you have more people contributing as well.
Yeah. And the thing is that the way I use Cucumber here is a pure, it's Cucumber for beginners kind of thing. I'm not using very advanced techniques, but rather keeping it as simple as possible. In my own step definitions, for instance, we are reusing old steps. So as you see here, for instance, I am nesting. I have a assertion given I am a registered and logged in user. Then I'm just running through the steps, that I've done before, rather than setting that up, in a more direct way in the database. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it gives you. It's a very simple way to use Cucumber, and it's good for beginners. You could say. There are far more advanced techniques that are better. In the future.
Yeah. But that's a very good foundation for us because we're beginners.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah. So I had a few students that were they were not into programming at all, and during the 2 weekends, 4 days, we managed to build this application together, and deploy it, and that's pretty awesome actually. I was really happy with the results. It's